The Boy Who Cried Wolf. Read along for kids. Mom I Know series. By Navneet. The Boy Who Cried Wolf. Once upon a time, in a faraway village, there lived a young boy. He was lazy and carefree, and did nothing all day long. The boy's father was a shepherd, who took great care of his flock of sheep. But the shepherd was now old, and wished that his son would share his work. One day, the shepherd called the young boy and spoke to him. "My hurting bones, son, feel no good. Get our sheep their food, if you could." But the young boy did not wish to work at all. He quickly thought of a way out. "Oh father, please do go alone. I hurt my toe with a big black stone." The shepherd knew his son was lying. "Remember the words I tell you, son, a liar is trusted almost by no one." But the young boy paid no attention. A few days later, the shepherd called his son again. "Your toe looks healed, your pain seems vanished. The sheep need food, for they are famished." The young boy now had no choice. And so, he led the flock of sheep to the meadow. As the sheep grazed on the fresh grass, the young boy felt bored. "This lovely meadow for my flock of sheep has enough room for me to sleep." And he took a nap, instead of keeping a watch on the sheep. When the boy returned home with the sheep, his father asked him how there had been. Once again, the young boy lied. "I kept a watch on every sheep, sitting on a hill so steep." But the old shepherd knew there was no steep hill in the meadow. He warned his son again. "Remember the words I tell you, son, a liar is trusted almost by no one." But, again the young boy paid no attention. Finally, the shepherd's son took over his father's work. He would take the sheep to graze every day, but would never keep a watch on them. One day, the young shepherd had taken his sheep to the meadow. He was not very sleepy that day, so he sat awake. As he looked around at the forests near the meadow, an idea struck him. "I sit all day under the sun. It is time for me to have some fun." The shepherd suddenly started shouting at the top of his voice. "Help! Someone, please help! A wolf has caught my sheep." In a while some villagers heard the young boy's cries. They came running towards the meadow, carrying long sticks. The villagers soon spotted the young shepherd. He looked relaxed, as his sheep grazed merrily. The villagers could not see any wolf around. Angrily, they asked the shepherd why he had shouted. "There is no wolf, your sheep look fine. You tricked us, boy, and wasted out time." But the young shepherd just laughed aloud. "Oh, this was so fun to do. There was no wolf, I just fooled you." The angry villagers warned the young shepherd as they left. "Remember this, if you are ever to call, a liar is trusted by none at all." But the young shepherd had really had fun. He kept repeating the trick for a few days. Each time, a few villagers would hear the boy's cries, they would run to his help. And they would return angry, upon finding out that he had played a trick on them. Now, one day, as the sheep had just begun to graze, the young shepherd was in for a shock. From the forests, he saw a real wolf heading towards the flock of sheep. The young shepherd began to shout for help. "Help! Someone, please help! A wolf is headed towards my sheep." The villagers heard the boy's cries, but they simply ignored him. They were sure that he was playing his tricks on them, once again. Now, that very day, the old shepherd had decided to come down to the meadow. He wanted to see if his son looked after their sheep well. As the old shepherd got closer to the meadow, he heard his son's cries. He rushed to the meadow and saw the wolf. The old shepherd tied a cloth on a stick and set it on fire. Then, he threw the burning ick towards the wolf. The wolf got scared of the fire. It quickly turned around and ran away into the forest. The sheep were saved. The young shepherd made a promise to his father that day. "I have learnt my lesson, so sorry am I. I will always win trust, and never shall lie."